Hello. This is our camper van that we've been touring around in for about 2.5 months in New Zealand.
Today's our last day. We're super sad.
And it's time. It's a Mazda Bongo, so we have called it Bingo Bongo. Very, very creative. We'll just give you a little tour. It's a little messy right now, but
here's my seat, and then Corey's been doing most of the driving.
They drive on the wrong side of the road over here in the car. We just have a little bench that we use over here for all the stuff we need, but it can convert to a third seat if people needed it.
And here's my collection.
We have a collection of different great rocks from great walks that we've done, as well as a vertebrae of some kind of animal that we're not sure.
We think a seal.
Liz kept it.
And then some shells. But this one is the Wanganui Canoe Journey, the Kepler Walk, and then that's from on top of Mount Doom. Corey brought that one back.
With the Tongariro crossing.
And then this monkey we found at a thrift store for 75 cents.
He keeps our spirits up when it's raining, like
yes,
it is now.
Like today.
And this is the main part of the van. And right now we have it converted down into a bed. And that curtain is down. And we have really good curtains, and so if we want, when it's really bright outside, it pretty much keeps all the heat out and we can keep sleeping. And we probably do that more than we should.
But Corey installed this overhead compartment here for all of our daily things like clothes and just like other daily stuff like toilet paper there in the corner, other stuff we would need to reach. It was a great idea because all that empty space. But the van's been great because we've got enough space here where we can really just sit up even when we're sitting on the bed, and so it's not a problem with tall people like Corey.
And let's show you the back. And this is the back of our van. We have the chairs out because we just had a nice breakfast here under cover so it's not raining. Over here you have what pops out to be an extra table to use while you're cooking. And underneath you got the trash can and some storage for the water. You got the fresh water and gray water tanks. Here is where we keep some of the food and lots of pots and pans. This is where we keep all the other food and some other pots and pans. It's got a nice little space on the side for wine or orange juice or whatever you might need. This is the silverware drawer where you have coffee cups, beer glass, all that good stuff.
All the essentials.
Yes.
We've got our working sink over here.
Yeah.
Just a pump sink. Pumps that water from down below.
Goes directly into the gray water tank. You've got our 2-burner gas stove here, which can pop up and we use for cooking all the time. We also have a portable 1-cooker gas stove that we'll use when we cook inside.
If it's ever rainy or the bugs are really bad.
Yep. More pots and pans. And then you have this, which can cool out, and that's got another, it's got a cooler. We have a second one inside. And then it's also got more space back there with the gas tank and some other cans and things that we need from time to time. And now...
And don't forget a tea kettle.
Yes, tea kettle.
Very important.
And a table that we use with the chairs when we want to eat outside and it's not raining and the weather's nice.
Yes. Climbing into the van because we've converted it into a table. So it's nice if we ever want to eat inside, cook inside, or I even did some painting in here one day.
And this middle piece is normally down.
Yeah,
part of the bed.
Normally the support for the bed.
And what we can do if we want the table completely out of the way is we just pop that up. You can move this little piece on the bottom, and then I cut it and added some hinges to where it can fold completely up and out of the way.
So now you have all the space here if you wanted to stretch your legs across or something.
And normally not all this stuff's here, but it's been very rainy the past 2 days, and we just went on a snorkel trip, so we have all of our snorkel gear and wet clothes out. But yeah, so then you have lots of room to just lay back and relax, watch some movies, live the good life. But that's pretty much our whole camper van. These spaces underneath lift up to be benches, and we keep all of our
storage in there.
And I
but
made
that's why this...
I made it to where this can lock so that when we lock the van and leave it, you got extra storage. And this one is also more storage underneath.
All right, so today is April 13th, and today we have a couple hours drive back to Auckland, and then we're going to sell the van, and we're very sad. We bought it on February 1st, and we've been staying in it almost every night since then, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah, it's been such a fun experience to tour all around New Zealand for 2.5 months and both islands, and just have the freedom to pretty much stay wherever we want for as long as we want. And we got to really about everything that we wanted to get to, all the fun activities and places to visit, even in the far south or west and up here in the far north. So.
I think the weather tried to thwart us a couple times, but we were pretty lucky for most of our trips. So.
We're in the midst of the second cyclone to hit New Zealand in I don't know, a week.
Yeah,
and they call hurricane cyclones over here. So just lots of wind and rain, and lots of the activities that we wanted to do are postponed or canceled. But we've made do and still got to pretty much everything.
Yeah, and we still cook in the van and sleep in the van, and we're surviving cyclones in the van.
Yeah.
So it's been great, and now we're on to Auckland for some house sits and hopefully sell the van.
And then flying back to Australia.
Yep.
So. Bye.
Bye.